Good evening, students. In yesterday video, we study about what are ideal and non-ideal solution, positive and negative deviation, and azeotropes. Azeotropes again we divide two types: minimum boiling azeotrope and maximum boiling azeotrope. Today our topic is colligative properties. What do you mean by colligative properties? The colligative word taken from a Latin word. That means co means together, bind up, and lager means to bind up together. So means those property bind up together known as colligative property. In our syllabus we have four colligative property. First one is relative lowering of vapor pressure of the solvent. Second one, elevation of boiling point of the solvent. Third one, depression of freezing point of the solvent. Fourth one, osmotic pressure of the solution. Students, we will study in detail one by one. First colligative property, that is relative lowering in vapor pressure of the solvent. So students, colligative property depend on number. They do not depend on nature. What do you mean by number? Suppose we mix 1 mole sugar in a solution in 1 kilogram water. Suppose if you mix 1 mole sugar in 1 kilogram water, 1 mole glucose 1 kilogram water, 1 mole urea in 1 kilogram water. So all these three solutions, 1 kilo, 1 mole, all have equal colligative property. It means because all they have equal number of molecule, equal number of particles, so their colligative property are equal. So today we discussed first property, relative lowering in vapor pressure. To understand this property, we explain by a activity. There are three solutions. First one, glucose, glucose, glucon D that we are eating. In this 250 ml water, I put 0.5 mole glucose. In this one is sucrose, means sugar, cane sugar, that we use sugar in our milk and tea. And this also put in 250 ml, 0.5 mole. And this one urea that we use as fertilizer the plants, and we mix 1/2 mole, 0.5 mole. All these three substances put in these 250 ml water, 0.5 mole. And we want to identify their colligative property. And this beaker I didn't fit anything. Yeah, you can say this one is a pure solvent. So students, there are in this vapor state, so that molecule are evaporate and they collect on this place, so they apply vapor pressure. So that vapor pressure is pure vapor pressure of the component. But in this solutions, vapor pressure reduce. Why? Because these molecules, means these compounds, glucose, sucrose, urea, they are not volatile, means they are not vaporized. So we can explain mathematically in this way. This pure water, all water molecule are evaporate and that is vapor phase. But in this solution, some sucrose molecule occupy on the surface and they are not vaporized. So that vapor pressure is reduced pressure. So how can we find out mathematically? According to Raoult's law, how can we write? Partial vapor pressure of the component directly proportional to their respective mole fraction. Students, you already know the 1 represent by solvent or 2 represent generally solute, or 1 or A or B. We can represent A and B also. So when we remove this proportionality sign, we write pure vapor pressure of the component. We already studied in that one is Raoult's law. But in this solution, what you will see? In this solution, vapor pressure is reduced. So that vapor pressure, how can we identify? That vapor pressure I can write, that is delta P. Because this vapor pressure is reduced pressure. and that vapor pressure only depends solvent particle, because solute is non-volatile. So this delta P is equal to pure vapor pressure of the component minus partial vapor pressure of the component. How can we write? The reduced pressure, that is pure vapor pressure, and this one partial vapor pressure of the component I can write. But in this equation I place the value of P1. P1 value we can identify by this value. So this way we can write delta P is equal to P01 minus P01 mole fraction of the solvent. So further, how can we write? If we take delta P is equal to, we take common and there, P01 we take common, then can write 1 minus mole fraction of solvent. Students, in earlier classes we know total mole fraction of any component is 1. There is solute and solvent, both are present. We already know this one. Mole fraction of the first component plus mole fraction of the second component is equal to 1. And we identify what is this. So how can we identify mole fraction of 2 is equal to 1 minus mole fraction. I want to put mole fraction of solute in this equation. Our main motto to identify find out solute. So this we can write delta P is equal to P01 mole fraction of solute. I can write this value. When we rearrange this equation, then delta P is equal to pure vapor pressure of the component is mole fraction of the solute. So this one is relative lowering in vapor pressure. Or how can we write this delta P? In the delta P we can write this way: pure vapor pressure of the component minus vapor pressure of solvent divided by pure vapor pressure of solvent is equal to mole fraction of solute. So this one is a relative lowering in vapor pressure. We further write in mathematical in this way. To solve this equation, you already know how can we find out mole fraction. So mole fraction known as mole of individual substance by total mole N1 plus N2. I can write in this equation, then pure vapor pressure of the component minus vapor pressure of solvent divided by pure vapor pressure of solvent is equal to N2 divided by N1 plus N2. This equation also we can use to solving numerical problem. But our main motto is to find out molar mass of unknown solute. For example, this already know this is glucose. If you don't know the glucose molar mass, then this is unknown solute. And we have to identify its molar mass. Its unknown molar mass, how can we? This. By this we can find out P01 minus P1 divided by pure vapor pressure of the component is equal to, how can we find out mole? Given mass divided by molar mass. So students, W2 divided by M2. Then W1 divided by M1 plus W2 divided by M2. This equation also solving numerical problem. But if solution is very dilute, if you take very lesser amount, then denominator N2 we can ignore, because the solution if very dilute, if the solution is very dilute, then how can we write? If N2 is very less than N1, then denominator, then we can write N1 plus N2 approximate N1. For example, if you placed a 1 spoon salt in 5000 liter water tank, if I put 1 spoon salt in 5000 liter water, then that 1 spoon salt is very, very less. Then we ignore, negligible. So we write this equation. If the solution is very, very dilute, then you can write the equation in this way. Pure vapor pressure of the solvent minus vapor pressure of solution, this one is equal to N2 by N1. We ignore this lower denominator N2, or you can say, simplify to the numerical, then W2 by M2 divided by W1 by M1. So actually this numerical, this equation easily can solve the numerical if solution is very, very dilute. If the solution is not dilute, then we use this equation if the solution is concentrate. So students, if the data is given and then you can put the value and easily identify the unknown solute molar mass. Our main motto, identify molar mass by this way. So this one is a colligative property. It is directly depend on solute particle. If you mix more solute, more relative lowering in vapor pressure. Why the term relative lowering? Relative lowering is known as this one, because this one known as lowering in vapor pressure. When you divide, that is relative lowering in vapor pressure. So in such a way, you can solve in your NCERT book given some numericals. You put the value and write in your notebook and solve the numerical problem. Friends, next colligative property is elevation of boiling point of the solvent. Means what do you mean by elevation? Elevation means increase, boiling point increase. So at first we understand what is boiling point. In 11th class, in 9th class, we know this one is a solvent, and what happens if you close the system, then we know the water is vaporized, and that create the molecule or create a pressure. What happens when we heat? When heat supply to the system, then the vapor pressure increase. When this vapor pressure is equal to outside pressure, atmospheric pressure, that point, that temperature known as boiling point of that liquid. So boiling point temperature when vapor pressure is equal to atmospheric pressure, that temperature known as boiling point. So water boiling point is, what is water boiling point? That is 100 degrees Celsius, or you can say 373.15 Kelvin. If you write in Kelvin, then that is 373.15 Kelvin accurate. So this is pure water, and this outside atmosphere pressure is, what is atmosphere pressure? 1 atmosphere means 1,1325 Pascal, or you can say 1.01325 bar. You know, bar have 1 lakh Pascal, and in this way we can convert. This way is 1 atmosphere. When this atmosphere is equal to this inside pressure, that point is boiling point. But what happen in solution? We are discuss the solution. For example, 1 mole sucrose dissolve in this water. Suppose the 1 kilogram water dissolve 1 mole sucrose. What change in their boiling point? Why? Some number of particle occupied by the sucrose. So vapor pressure reduce. What happen? When we supply to the heat, so this, when we supply to the heat this system, then what happen? More molecule are vaporized. When this pressure increase, if the outside pressure is 1 atmosphere, that time vapor pressure is boiling point of this solution. So definite this boiling point increase. Why? Because boiling point is temperature when vapor pressure equal to atmospheric, and due to solute this vapor pressure reduce. So students, what happen when we mix rice and dal, we placed in pressure cooker. Pressure cooker also boiling point increase. They easily can ripe within a short span of time. So boiling point already discussed in 11th class, a temperature when vapor pressure equal to atmospheric pressure. So that is boiling point. Another phenomena, when we ripe foods in hill area, it take more time. Reason behind, in hill area pressure is reduced, so boiling point reduce. But in pressure cooker, vapor pressure outside increase, so inside vapor pressure also increase, it means boiling point increase. So we discuss the boiling point of solution. Boiling point of solution always higher than solvent. So students, when we plot vapor pressure and temperature for solution, because solution vapor pressure is more, so when we plot the curve, then this way solution, this one is solvent. This graph is solvent, because solvent vapor pressure is higher. So this point solvent, and when temperature increase, vapor pressure increase. At a point, this is boiling point. This vapor pressure is 1 atmosphere. So this is boiling point of water. And boiling point of water, you know, 100 degree Celsius. Yeah, you can say 373.15 Kelvin, 100 degree Celsius. And when we mix 1 mole solute sucrose, means sucrose molar mass 342 gram. If you dissolve 1 kilogram water, then what happen? This vapor pressure definite reduce, because particles occupy on surface. So there be a solution, this one is solution. So solution vapor pressure reduce, and this point is the boiling point of solvent TB, and this TB0 means pure vapor pressure of the component. So what is the difference? If you mix 2 mole, then what happen? Then this graph further reduce, vapor pressure further reduce. If you mix 2 mole, then this graph in this way, like this. So because this boiling point further, so there is more gap, and its boiling point is like this. So this one is TB. So there is large gap, because this is pure vapor pressure, this one is solution, so vapor pressure reduce. So students, this is the elevation in boiling point. If you mix 1 mole, then this boiling point, if you mix 2 mole, then this gap increase, and 3 mole, 4 mole, then this boiling point is increased. So how can we write mathematically? We can write mathematically in this way, delta TB. Delta TB means elevation in boiling point is equal to, how can we write? It is directly proportional to, it is directly proportional to molality. Elevation in boiling point, elevation of boiling point is directly proportional to molality. Means if you mix more salt, more the difference, less than lower the boiling point elevation. If you remove the symbol of sign, delta TB is equal to KBM, molar boiling point constant, ebullioscopic constant. So how can we identify this KB? KB what is? That is unit, that is constant, molar boiling point constant, ebullioscopic constant. When 1 molality, if in mathematical, how can we define what is KB is a constant? If M is equal to 1, means 1 molar solution, elevation in boiling point known as elevation boiling point constant, molar boiling point constant, or ebullioscopic constant. This question comes in CBSE exam in last year, means 2019 exam. Define what is KB, and students, you have to define in this way, when molality is M. If M is equal to 1, then delta TB is equal to Kb. So you can say elevation in boiling point constant known as molar boiling point constant or Eubler-Scope constant if m is equal to 1 molality. So what do you mean by molality? Molality we already discussed. We can write molality how we write molality. So this equation we further you write delta TB is equal to Kbm. M how can we write? Given molality means mole of solute dissolved in mass of solvent in kilogram. So Kb is equal to mole of solute. Mole of solute means W2 by M2 divided by weight of solvent. If the mass of solvent in gram, then that divided by 1000. Normally the mass given in gram, then we divide by 1000. And we can find out the unit also by this Kb constant unit. So what is our main motto? What do we want? We want find out molar mass of solute. We want molar mass of solute, then we can rearrange delta TB elevation in boiling point is equal to Kb W2 by M2 W1 into 1000. So in this way we solve the numerical problem. Because 1000 go upside, M2 comes lower side. And we can find out M2 molar mass. Our main motto to find out molar mass. How can we identify M2 is equal to? That is, if you change this M2 and delta TB. Okay. M2 how can we find out? M2 means molar mass of solute. By this equation, you can exchange, cross multiply, then Kb W2 into 1000 divided by delta TB into W1. So by this we solve the numerical problem, identify the molar mass of unknown solute. What are the value? Kb is molar boiling point constant, Eubler-Scope constant, W2 weight of the solute, and delta TB elevation of boiling point of solvent, W1 weight of solvent. So students, when we put 1 mole sucrose, then boiling point of water is increased. How much? Only 373.52 Kelvin only. If you mix, normal boiling point of water is 100 degree means 373.15 Kelvin. But if you mix 1 mole water, 1 mole sucrose, then boiling point increase 373.52. Means elevation, this when you remove 373.52 means elevation of boiling point is not increased 2 degree, 3 degree, means that increase only point. In point either degree Celsius or Kelvin, both are equal. The difference either degree Celsius or Kelvin, both are equal. We easily can identify by this numerical. And there in our NCERT books, many numericals given. There are 2-3 solved numerical also given. The students read carefully and write in your notebook. There are many questions comes in your exam. Sometimes question comes, what is molar boiling point constant and what is the unit? How can we find out the unit of Kb? So Kb unit we can identify easily. What is Kb? Means delta Tb divided by molality. Delta Tb means the temperature. So temperature unit is Kelvin, and molality unit you know, mole of solute dissolved in mass of solvent in kilogram. Yeah, you can say mole kilogram inverse. So what is the unit of this Kb constant? The constant unit is Kelvin kilogram mole inverse. So this one is unit of the constant, sometimes comes in exam. In your NCERT book, there is a tabular form given. So different solvent, different this molar boiling point constant. Water molar boiling point constant given at room temperature is 0.52 Kelvin, 0.52. And other benzene, carbon tetrachloride, carbon disulfides, you can observe in your NCERT book in a tabular form given, that is 373. Water this Kb value 0.52. Water Kb value is 0.52 Kelvin kilogram mole inverse. Generally Kb of water given in numericals, and we have to solve the difference numerical. Students, tomorrow we will study depression in freezing point and osmotic pressure. Then this chapter finish next 2 videos, means we will finish up to Monday. Then write all the main points, formula, and in-text question, main numerical problem in your fair copy also. Make some notes, and thoroughly they are very useful in exam days when we further revise. And if you have any query, then write in comment box, like and subscribe, and share among needy students. Thank you. Have a nice day.